Hi friends, MD Vegan with a blueberry cake. To be precise, I make a blueberry white chocolate pudding cake. Wow. Yeah, the pudding is with bananas and cashews, and the white chocolate, the white is the coconut, the cacao butter, liquified. Blueberries, you know. Okay, I begin with show you my springform. It is not even 20 centimeters, yeah, not a hand. It's a small one, and I lined it with parchment paper because I don't like it. That's a new thing. It's easier to get out of the pie or the cake, the form, when you have this alignment, the parchment paper. Yeah, it's not difficult to do it. I like it now. I've tried it, and these are very inexpensive forms. So maybe the color here from the black, this color, it will touch the cake, and sometimes not so nice. You have a light cake, then you see sometimes you see something of the color reflected on the cake, and so it's better to have the parchment paper, but it's not so important. Yeah. I begin with the crust. The crust I make here with my food processor, fitted with the S-blade. Yeah, S-blade. You all know this. I always do that, and for the small form, I have only 1.5 cups, or not even 1.5 cups, a little bit less, almonds. And before I put the dates in, to make it sticky, the dough, I process the almonds to a coarse meal, and that saves me some time. First the dates, first the almonds alone. I have my coarse meal. And how fine it is decides now how fine the dough will be, because once you put the dates in, or I show you now how coarse I have it, once you put see, this is how I have it now. It can vary, it can be gross and fine as you like, but once you put the dates in, it's hard to get it even finer. You have about 10 dates for 1.5 cups almost of almonds. Here 10 dates. Of course they are soft, not too soft, yeah, and pitted, yeah, no pits, yeah. I put the 10 dates in, and that could be enough, but I would like to have it a little bit more tasty or some spicy. I have a cinnamon here, yeah, a tablespoon of cinnamon, silent cinnamon, yeah, that's better than the other one, better for the heart. And the not silent cinnamon, the other cinnamon, is a little bit less expensive, but if you take large amounts of this other cinnamon, it can make your heart race if you take it all the time. The silent cinnamon is a little more expensive, a little more healthy, but it is not a biggie. You can take any cinnamon if you don't take large quantities. So I like cinnamon anyway. So now I process and make a sticky dough. My sticky dough. Shortly to explain, the softer the dates are, the more sticky the dough gets, and the easier, the faster it goes. The dates are drier, yeah, then it takes more time to process. But if you soak the dates, then the dough won't be so fluffy, so it will be more dense. That depends on what you like. I like a more fluffy dough. So I take the dates not too soft, if I can choose, and this is what I have now here. You press the dough with your fingers, and it sticks together. That means that says sticky dough, you know. And I take out the blades now. Don't need them anymore. On the side, I put the dough into the form. First of all, put it all in. And then I spread it all evenly. And once it's evenly spread, I begin to press it down. Firmer and firmer, slowly, slowly. As in the beginning, and I made my first raw food cakes, my third life bakery, when I had my food processor new, then I did never know what I do with the dough. It was always I was so insecure. I felt so insecure, and so finally, after a while, I found the best way to do it is like I showed you now. Is that you spread it evenly, and then you begin slowly to press it down, and in the end, you really stick. You press it firmer down, and the firmest, the most strength you use at the end and at the sides. With the tips of the fingers, I go around now, so that the shape is really a good shape in the sides. For when I cut the piece out of the cake later, it comes out of the fridge. Has to firm up in the fridge overnight. It comes out of the fridge, and I cut out a piece of the cake. Then the bottom should not fall apart. So that's why I have to make sure the dough is sticky enough. Yeah, and I press it down really firmly in the knuckles, and with my body weight on my hand. It's a nice firm crust. I guess that's it now. I will show you in the end. This is important, yeah? Otherwise, you don't have a nice cake. The crust has to be also nice. So here is my crust. Pretty even now. And see? You see there's plenty of room now for the filling. Now I make the filling. But first I put this aside, out of the way here. I create some space to work. I always like to make sure that I have enough space here to work. So now the filling. The filling has two parts. First part is the pudding. That is very simple. I have 4 bananas here and a cup of cashews. I blend the bananas with the cashews. That's all I do now. The bananas are always in slices. It's easier for the blender. Let's see. Should be easy. Blender dance. So it could be a little bit warm now, but that's okay, because the next thing I do, first I put it into here bowl to mix it with the other ingredients. Here it's nice runny, and it could be a little bit warm because the next ingredient will be cacao butter. That makes it the chocolate, the white chocolate. That's how easy you can make a chocolate. You just blend bananas with cashews and put cacao butter into it. You have a white chocolate. So it's for a cake, it's wonderful filling, because the cacao butter has such a wonderful flavor. It's really, if you haven't tried it yet, I mean, you cannot buy a chocolate like that. It's really more delicious. It's really amazing. Here's my pudding. It's a wonderful pudding, just the cashews and the bananas here. It's creamy. It's more creamy than a pudding. Pudding would be a little bit different, as I know it. This is more a cream. Yeah. It's anyway. It's similar to a pudding, especially I put the cacao butter in here. It's liquified cacao butter. It's about 100 grams here, and you put it on a water bath. You just a hot bath, hot water here in this container, and this on top, and it melts in no time. When you buy the cacao butter, you can have it in a block or in small pieces, and you need it to scratch it with a big knife, with a chef knife. Yeah, you scratch it and it falls apart into very small, thin pieces, and then you melt it very easily. And I have to be careful now. And that's why the cream should not be cold. And the blender makes it a little bit warm, because when it's cold, the cacao butter would easily be crumbly and wouldn't really combine, wouldn't be blending with the pudding, and that would be a pity, and then it won't get firm. So you make sure that the cream is a little bit warm, definitely not cold, so the cacao butter, the liquefied cacao butter, will blend easily. That's what I'm doing here now with a spoon. I'll show you in a moment what I have. And if this goes into the refrigerator overnight, in the morning it should be a firm filling. What I have here now is my cream now. This is the pudding. Will firm up a little bit, and that's where I put my blueberries in here. My blueberries. It's a whole bowl of blueberries, fresh blueberries. They are coming in season pretty soon. Next week we have them at the market. And yes, I think about what I'm doing. I might go in batches, because it might be a little bit too much cream I'm not sure now. If you're not sure, I'm not sure now, if I have too much cream or not. I first take out some of the cream, and I put the blueberries into the cream. Fold it in. Oh yeah, I can use some more, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I wasn't sure now. Then if I'm not sure, I better make sure. That no problem. Yeah, that carefully folding the blueberries in, so they don't destroy, they don't get mashed up. They should be whole blueberries. Yeah, and a lot of blueberries here, and it's a blueberry cake, of course. And the chocolate is just to hold them. Yeah? And the chocolate is only to hold them together, not really that everything is full of chocolate. No, the chocolate is only around the blueberries a little bit to hold them together. Here I show you my blueberries together with the chocolate cream. See, chocolate pudding. See, there's such a vanilla flavor. The cacao butter is similar to the vanilla. It's amazing flavor. It's so warm. If you eat it, if you have just a little bit of the cacao butter on your tongue, it spreads through all the body here. The lung is totally warming up. It's a wonderful feeling. You have to try. You can't take much of it. Just to try a little bit. It's an amazing feeling. And so it's a very precious ingredient, cacao butter. I love it. And it's so much fun to work with it. And you see, it fits into the form. The form is almost full. Not too full this time. It doesn't need to be to the brim. It can also be a little bit under, so that you have a nice shape, a nice cake. Because this cake is really nice filling. The blueberries, they are the main part, and the vanilla chocolate pudding, or the chocolate, the white chocolate pudding, I say, is it's pretty filling. Yeah. But that's why I don't take too much of it. Yeah. I'll show you in a moment what it looks like. And I guess it will be a wonderful cake. Some friends are coming tomorrow, and always when they come, I make another cake, a different one. I never made this before, and they're always looking forward and they're excited. We'll know what kind of cake it this time. It's always fun to make different recipes. So that's all I want to do now. I'm going to show you now. It will go into the fridge. See? And I put a little here, see, that's a whole cake now. I put a little foil on top. Otherwise, without the foil in the fridge, the water would condensate on the surface. And then you little puddles here, and that is not nice. So a little foil is okay to keep the water off. That's all I have today to show you. I hope you enjoy. It's really an amazing cake. It can make it a birthday cake. It's really amazing. You can also refine it. You can put some blueberry marmalade on top, whatever you like. But you don't need it. It's really amazing. So I hope you enjoy the presentation. Thanks for watching. You can now, if you like, subscribe MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. And you'll find me on Facebook too, of course, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter. See you soon.